Hey everybody, want to wheeze them here. It is now a little after 3 a.m. Friday, August 17th. Know this is a little bit late. Like I said, I was out on the road. Just got in. I'm finally able to record this. If I could bring the pool table with me and 32 Skylanders, I would. But as it is, it worked out this way. The good news is I was able, like I said, to get the polls up Sunday night, really late. And better news is, some of you, I guess, saw the tweets or were checking the blog, and we've actually already got some votes, so I don't feel like we've missed anything. Again, these are open for 2 weeks, and basically you come in and you vote for the Skylander you think will win. That's usually, of course, going to coincide with your favorite. Sometimes people are honest and realize it's like a bad matchup, and nonetheless, I feel like we've done pretty good so far. Obviously, those of you voting enjoy it. I think it's pretty sweet, so when this one does wrap up, I do plan to keep doing it. That's why it's important. I want you to keep throwing out some ideas. Probably when we get to the finals in this, the first battle tournament, if you will, I'll kind of try to pull or harvest, like the most requested matchups, if you will. And, like I said in the last video, there may be stuff where people want to see Stealth Elf and Drobot again. And then another really, really high matchup might be, say, Stealth Elf and Terrafin. Issue, of course, there is it's going to kind of be hard to situate everything. We've got multiple matchups with the same Skylanders. That said, I think there might be ways to do it. I won't go into that too much right now. But, I do want to continue doing this. And main thing is, I want to make it enjoyable for as many as possible. So it might kind of have some quirks we have to work through, but I think this is definitely a cool enough deal to kind of keep going and see what we can't do, matchup-wise, make it pretty neat. Hopefully in Giants, battle mode will be single player as an option. I've posted that several places, requested it. Don't really know that Activision bothers to put much stock in what people request or want to see, but if they do, maybe it'll happen. If that's the case in Giants, I'll get to do a ton of cool stuff for everybody. I would probably kind of do vote-based polls mixed in, with actual, me versus CPU stuff. But nonetheless, what I want to get to now is our round 4 matchups. Round 3, we were down to our Elite 8. In the number 1 bracket, we saw Terrafin actually take down Slam Bam. In the number 4 bracket, we had 5-seed Ignitor take out number 4 Sunburn. Number 2 bracket, Camo. He's actually our only top-ranked character at this point to make it all the way here. Took out number 7 Cinder. And then in what was the tightest race that time, I guess it was the second tightest, we saw Bash take out Trigger Happy. So that basically sets our final 4 now. Of course, the winner from these 2 will advance on to the championship round. These are 4 very popular Skylanders. I'd say Bash is probably the least popular. Actually, if you just go by the original poll, that would be the case. We basically got 2, 5, I can get Ignitor back, 12, and then 14 with Bash. But I think with Bash, the main thing is people have really voted for who they think would win, not necessarily their favorite. And Bash, just as everyone knows, deals absolutely insane damage. That said, the way this panned out, again, what you kind of see back here with Warnado, that was the number 1 bracket. Then down here with Sunburn, Stealth Elf, Drobot, that's our number 4 bracket. The reason I set that up, in theory, Warnado here would have had the easiest time, getting to the championship. Second easiest, of course, Camo, 3rd Whamshell, 4th Sunburn. It actually worked out perfectly in Sunburn's bracket where we had 4 versus 5, and then of course Ignitor took him down. But case in point, the way this would have panned out is we would have had 1 Warnado versus 4 Sunburn, and then 2 Camo versus 3 Whamshell. And then we'll just say 1 Warnado takes out 4 Sunburn, 2 Camo takes out 3 Whamshell, and then 1 and 2 meet. So that's why you've got Camo, with the potential of taking on the number 3 seed, where in the same round you would have had Warnado taking on the 4 seed. Of course, with the upsets and everything that happened along the way, that doesn't pan out, but that was the intention. I think at this point in time, pretty much all questions about the bracket should be answered. But that said, this brings up the first matchup of our Final Four. At the 12 seed and representing the number 1 bracket, we have Terrafin. And then at the number 5 seed, representing what is the number 4 bracket, we have Ignitor. Basically, at this point, these two characters have won their brackets. You know, again, number 1 seed and number 4 seed brackets. So we have the 12 Terrafin and 5 Ignitor. This is another just really good matchup in my opinion. I think it's a little bit better than Camo and Bash. These are honestly two of my favorite characters. Again, I'm not going to release that video or list on the blog until we kind of get all this wrapped up. But as things sit right now, I checked this, it was like 2:45 a.m. We have 77 votes. Terrafin, our 12 seed, has 33. Ignitor, our 5 seed, has 44. That's, of course, an 11 vote margin for Ignitor. So as things stand right now, Ignitor is up 11 over Terrafin, giving him, of course, a slight lead. We have seen leads like that evaporate. I mean, literally in a day, we could have Terrafin go up 22, or we could have Ignitor pull out, you know what I mean, double up on him. That said, we still have 10 days in this one, so there's plenty of time to kind of alter course. I'd like to see these get, you know, just as many, if not more, votes than the others. You know, hopefully you've got some favorites here in the 4. By this point in time, everyone has probably had, I mean, we've got the potential for 28 of you, 7 and 8 people to have lost their favorite character. But hopefully these guys, some of them rank right up there at the top 4. You can kind of pick sides again, realign yourself. But again, as it stands, our number 12, Terrafin, is down 11 votes to Ignitor. Then, on the other side, we have kind of yet another Dragon Showdown. Camo, of course, is the only top-seeded character, 1, 2, 3, 4, to make it through his bracket, unscathed, if you will. Round 3, he took down Cinder. And then Bash, our number 14 seed, he has actually just kind of pulled off upset after upset after upset. And he's gotten here, so, you know, can't complain about that. This one, I think it'll be a pretty good matchup. If I were to record it, I think it would be really close. Camo, of course, has the edge in initial popularity based on the first poll. Bash, however, I think pretty much everybody, even those, you know, that don't really like him that much, understand how much damage he inflicts, particularly in battle mode. With Camo, you kind of got, you know, the projectile end going, the Melon Fortress, you know, Pepper Vines, you know, and then Bash, close quarters, just basically decimates everything. As things sit right now, again, this was accurate as of about 2:45 a.m. Camo has 50 votes. Bash has 25. That's a total of 75 votes. As it's panning out right now, basically 2 and 3 of you are saying that Camo would take out Bash. Again, still 10 days in the poll. Plenty of time for that to change, or it could continue at that pace and we could have another really lopsided win for Camo. But I think this is a pretty interesting matchup, you know, not necessarily to the level in my little world as Slam Bam Terrafin, but they do stack up pretty well, kind of make an interesting situation for everybody. So come in, cast your votes. Again, like I said, still 10 days. And of these 4, you will either see Terrafin or Ignitor advance, and the winner there will advance the winner of Camo and Bash. Should be very interesting based on that. You know, we could have a you know, pretty tight run here as well as in the final round. But again, big thanks to everyone who has voted in the past. Quite a few of you, obviously, about 75 or so, have already voted here. That's without me really getting to push it much since I was out on the road on a trip. But the way this works, again, you just vote for who you think you would win. That's how everything is settled. To vote, go to the blog, oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. I have these 2 polls right below the Twitter feed, so they're really easy to find. Cast your vote. You know, if you change your mind, or you accidentally say click the wrong character you didn't intend to vote for, you can change it however many times. Can't vote multiple times though. That way we kind of keep it fair. But again, this is our final four. It will determine who goes to the championship. Questions, comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube, or for a quicker response, the blog, again, oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, whichever you prefer. I am also on Google Plus now. That's still relatively new. I hadn't gotten to play much with it, but I really like it. I think I will prefer it better than Facebook by a long shot. But that said, keep the votes coming. Also, mentioned this in the previous video, our round 3 results. I want to mention it again here. Keep the ideas coming. This is something that I do plan to continue, and we've had some really good ones, real close. Terrafin, Slam Bam, Stealth Elf, Drobot, just to name a few. There's kind of like some other really good matchups we could set up. I know a lot of people want to see Stealth Elf, Drobot again. There's just kind of an infinite number of things you can do here. Only issue we would have is, say, people want to see Drobot and Stealth Elf, and then the next most requested is, say, like Stealth Elf versus Camo. That said, I am kind of already contemplating ways to work around that, or kind of make it functional for everybody. So keep the ideas coming. What I'll do is kind of go through, basically when we're halfway done with our final championship battle, I'll kind of harvest what seems to be the most requested battles. I'll throw them all out there, and we'll try to work something out. Maybe 2 rounds of 16 characters, or 1 of 32. Maybe even have the multiple deals where Stealth Elf is present in all 4 brackets or something. Basically, I'll just try to do what I think the most people want to see and will find interesting. Goal, of course, is just to have fun with it and kind of give everybody another outlet to enjoy Skylanders. But like I said, I will quit rambling. Be sure to cast your vote. If you've got a favorite here, or you have somebody you're pulling for, or a final you want to see between 2 characters, spread the word, tell your friends, have them come in and vote, and hopefully, we have some really close or good matchups here, and I'm looking really forward to kind of seeing what comes of this round. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you back for the round 4 results, and then subsequently the matchup in round 5, which will basically crown our winner here in this first tournament. So again, thanks for voting, and we will catch you next time.